What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nayo Campbell with WHUT Digital, and I'm here with award-winning singer, the one and only Avery Sunshine, and director, producer, playwright, but most importantly, Howard University alum.
You knew.
Dennis Williams. H-U, you know. Yes. Kind of left you hanging a little bit there. And you guys are here promoting the play I've Cried the Blues.
Yes.
Which is premiering tomorrow at the Warner Theater.
Yes.
How are you guys feeling?
Excited.
You're excited?
Very excited.
Well, before we get into any interview, I like to do just a little game. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna play a game because the play's called I've Cried the Blues. Mm-hmm. So I want to know what would make you cry the blues. All right, I'm gonna show you some pictures, and you guys have to tell me if you would cry the blues to this. Okay. All right. Stepping on a Lego.
Hell yeah.
You cry the blues.
Have you stepped on one? Step on one as a grown person. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You cry the blues? Alright. So they're crying the blues to stepping on a Lego.
Yeah.
Alright. Ripping your pants in public.
Well, yeah, because it's the crack in his behind.
Yeah. Hopefully you have underwear.
Because I like to rip, because I don't mind if you rip in the right place. I might not cry the blues.
Yeah, but if you rip it in the back of your pants and you don't.
Depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Right.
It might be okay.
I might cry, but it might not be the blues.
Exactly.
If I shave my shirt long enough, then I'm
good. Alright, and then this one has already happened. And y'all gotta let me know if you cried the blues to this. When Obama left us.
Listen, absolutely still crying.
I still cry the blues.
All the time.
Yeah.
I still cry the blues.
All the time.
This moment right here when he said Obama out, I was like, no, don't drop the mic, Obama, don't do it.
I think everybody cried the blues on that one.
I still have the moments where I cry the blues. So you guys, the play is I Cried the Blues, but can you tell our viewers, what is the play?
So the play I Cried the Blues, it takes place in the 1940s, so it's going back into a very heavy segregated era in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I chose the 40s because that is around the time that the blues was birthed, and that's when the juke joint scene was hot, and we were able to go in there and share our stories and sing our songs and celebrate together, and we weren't able to do that in all the different other venues unless we were coming through the back stages, or back doors rather, and hitting the stages to perform for people other than ourselves, and then leaving back out the back and not feeling as valued. So in the juke joint scene, we were able to really share our love, share our experiences, and I wanted to highlight that, but it also importantly talks about a family dynamic of a mother and a grandmother raising their 3 children in such a heavy time in their lives, and they're hit with racism, they're hit with poverty, they're hit with illiteracy, and the story just unfolds, but then it's told in such a beautiful, dynamic way that even though it's heavy on the soul, it's a beautiful ending to it. It really will raise the hair on your arm.
All right, and how long did it take you? I said you were the playwright, so how long did it take you to write this, like to create this?
Okay, so I wrote it in 2016. It took me 2 months to write it.
2 months, okay.
Yeah, but I was waiting for the right time to release it. I was already working on Forgiving But Not Forgetting, which was at Howard Theater. Then I did Love and Therapy Gone Wrong, which was a comedy / love story. Okay. And I already knew that I was sitting on this one waiting for the right time and the right people to be a part of it.
All right.
So.
You mentioned
next time you gonna give me some lines.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I was gonna ask you.
I'm sorry.
All right. So
you gotta give me no lines.
You gotta tell me what your role is.
I'm singing.
You're singing.
That's it. A song.
Okay.
And song? No, I'll get serious now. You're gonna bring it in. No.
He had to see if the singing worked out first, right? And he was like, maybe we'll do some more.
Yeah. I think he's thinking about it now.
Yeah.
I am honored to be a part and honored to be singing Strange Fruit, which we know Billie Holiday made famous. And what is so important for me to sing it is, the song is hard. We talk about the subject matter. It's hard, but we have to talk about it. And not just because the thing that we've always heard, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Clearly, we know that, but it's still here.
Yeah.
It's as present as it was. It looks different.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Listen, it's the same thing. And so I'm honored, and unfortunately, it's the same story, but I'm honored to be able to sing it and to be a part of telling this story in 2019.
Yeah.
And what kind of research do you guys do? Because you guys weren't born in the 40s, you weren't around then, but what research do you do when you're creating these plays and singing these songs and telling these stories?
Yeah.
So, my family is from Arkansas.
Okay.
I have never been personally, but I know enough from talking to them and then doing the research to find out what was the hot spots back then. And I came across the King Biscuit Times, which is one of the popular juke joints there. And I was familiar with how they partied and how they came together and what was happening in that generation during the 1940s. It was World War II going on and all that kind of stuff. So all of that is a part of the story. So even before Avery comes out and does her magnificent performance, it is so much leading up to that. So when it gets to her performance, it's just like, this is too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
You're gonna need some tissues?
You're gonna need a lot of tissues.
Okay.
I'm supposed to sing, and then you got all these crying and stuff going on. No, it's good.
Now you're gonna touch people. So this isn't your first time on stage. Like, you've been in a variety of plays and a part of different plays. What made this show different?
Well, and I know you guys talked, and we're at Howard University.
Yes.
My baby HBCU brother is doing it. I'm a Spelmanite.
Yeah,
so
you
just
went to
wanted to make
Spelman?
sure
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You gotta say it. You gotta
Morehouse. I just wanted to make sure the only other great HBCU.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But the truth, it is important that we support each other, and that's what we talk about.
Yeah.
We have to do it, and I'm just honored to be asked. Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing it.
Yeah, like I said, to tell a story. Because there's so much stuff. Everything is, a lot of stuff you can do just to entertain. But when you have the opportunity to educate, as well, and uplift, and it's a big deal.
You're from Maryland, you're from this area, and now it's going to be at the Warner Theater, which is
No.
So how does that feel? Like, what's going through your head seeing that? See your play.
So I think it's really important for people to understand like how things start, because sometimes all of a sudden you hear somebody's name and you see something, you're just like, oh wow, that's great, without really understanding the journey. And I'm pretty sure Avery can contest to this because she's a huge entertainer. So like it started off literally as an open mic night that I used to go up and down U Street, and I had my car, and I had one speaker in my car and a microphone.
Wow.
And I used to go to different venues and I used to knock on their doors literally before they opened up and say, I'm interested in putting on shows here. In my head it was a show, but it was really open mic nights. And I did that literally for 2 or 3 years. And right before I graduated from Howard, I stood outside of while they were reconstructing the Howard Theater.
Okay.
And I was trying to look up different contacts and phone them, like, how can I get into this grand theater? I know there's so much historic value behind it and I want to be a part of it. And I just stood out there, I said, God, I want to be in there one day. However you see that to fit, we'll make it happen.
You gotta speak to existence.
You gotta speak into existence. And I did the open mic night for 2 years, and then I finally saved up enough money, and my first big concert was LaToya Luckett, and that was at the Howard Theater.
Wow, I love her.
Then when I wrote my first play, and it was at Small Black Box Theater, in that same theater that I was standing outside of, I was the first person to ever, even before they closed down, to bring a play there.
Wow.
And it sold out. It was called Forgiving But Not Forgetting.
Okay, that's when you mentioned,
And it's just been rolling ever since then. So to be at the Warner Theater now is just a true blessing, because I've seen Tyler Perry's work there several times, Ja'Karius Johnson's worked there, Patti LaBelle performed there, Fantasia performed there, Avery Sunshine
Everyone's come
performed
through.
there.
Everyone's come through there. And now
Everybody.
Dennis Williams is coming through
That's
there. I've
right.
heard the blues.
That's
we're coming
right.
through. So I want to make sure that tomorrow it is something that you guys will never ever forget.
All right, so the play's out tomorrow. Can you tell people how they can go purchase these tickets?
Yes.
All that great stuff.
You can go on I'veCriedTheBlues.com to purchase tickets and see the trailer. You can go on Ticketmaster.com to purchase tickets, and WarnerTheaterDC.com. Or you can just Google it and it'll pop up somewhere in there.
All right.
If they see us on these streets.
And we got some tickets
We
in
have
our
some in our
pockets.
In their pockets.
I will pull this phone out and do it for you.
That's right.
All right, and they can follow you guys where? You're not on Twitter, but you're on.
I'm on Instagram, so it's, I am
He
on
made
the
it difficult
gram.
for us. You're trying to laugh.
No, he's gonna change that. His
I will
sister told
change
me he's gonna
it.
change
I
that
will
today.
change it up. I will change
So
it
they
up.
because people old like me, they want to be like, they want to say Dennis Williams, put that in.
Yeah.
All right, well that's so
it.
true.
So you're gonna start that.
I'm gonna hook it up. I'm
Okay.
gonna hook it up. 'Cause Avery told me to. I'm gonna hook it up. My Instagram is Archer Made. ARCHER Made. I'm a Sagittarius, so Archer Made.
Oh,
Sagittarius.
Oh, love that. Sunshine is not creative. It's Avery Sunshine everywhere.
It's her name, you know?
Everywhere.
Just her name.
Yeah, everywhere.
This has been an exclusive interview on WHUT Digital with the one and only Avery Sunshine and Dennis Williams, HBCU alum. So we got to put that out there. Spelman, you know, we still got love for y'all. Howard University, what we do, we just
Kick the video.
thank you guys for watching.